industry it belongs. This is a society where fathers touch their children since, where men sleep with housemaids, and you dare tell a society like that what Baba Jesha has done is wrong, and you think it's going to be a walk in the park. Hell no, they would rise against you. Because this is the lifestyle they've been used to. Look at the past 5 years. A lot of Africans moving to the UK. What are we catching them for? Touching and speaking to young kids. And when you look at them, do you blame them? These are things they've been doing from back home, and it has become a norm. They don't see anything wrong in it. They feel, well, I've always done it. Some of them watch their fathers do it. Some of them watch their moms do it. So how do you expect them to just come here and become new human beings? It's more or less impossible. And you sit and watch women, mothers, blatantly sit in public with their full chest to defend such despicable behavior. And you've got children that are women. And you go back to bed, you sleep with your eyes shut, and you think, yes, Baba Jesha is right. I pray today that Baba Jesha does not happen to anyone that's got a growing girl child. If you know the trauma that comes with this thing, it follows these children into marriage. If not treated properly, it ends up messing up their life. A lot of them do not even enjoy marriage. They live a lie and they try to make you feel, I am okay. And I pray that today, Baba Jesha's case will make Nigeria begin to see molestation as something very serious. And finally, for Biola, you have the right, like everyone has said, to grant an interview. But where I have a problem with you, one, Biola, you are very educated. And that interview, you did not ask the right and constructive questions. I expected an open-ended question. I expected Baba Jesha's answer to bring out another question. Trigger his brain. Put your fingers in his brain. Make him feel uncomfortable to answer some questions at least. And Biola, your body language on that interview made me feel like you were agreeing with him. You were carrying a face like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Oh, I'm sorry you went through that. Biola, that was a slap on the faces of people that have been through what Baba Jesha did. And that is why a lot of people are not happy with you. And finally, coming out to make an apology, Biola, I'm going to correct one thing today. When Nigerians speak and say, oh, I'm a Christian, I really don't care. Once you're a Christian, it's even a red flag for me, because I feel a lot of people, I'm sorry. I've dealt with so many parents, especially Africans here, and once you open your mouth and the first thing you tell me is you're a Christian, I look at you with another eye. I'm sorry. Let's get down to business. Nothing concerns me with your religious belief. We are being practical and logical here. So, Biola, you got me off once you said, I'm a Christian. I'm like, oh, forget about it. Your Christianity does not mean you would not do things you're not supposed to do. In the first place, if you were truly a Christian, like Princess said, there was a way and manner you should have conducted yourself, conducted your questions, and carried yourself on that interview. I just felt like you knew what you were doing. You had put out that thing, and you came back to say, you know what? I'm going to apologize, but I've done what I wanted to do. And I know that you owe your allegiance to your industry. It wasn't just about you. You were used. Your platform was used to bring Baba Jesha back into our faces. And I understand that. We know what happens in that so-called industry of yours. But one thing I know is that you all are mothers and their fathers and grandfathers there. And I hope whatever we do today as adults, posterity will remember us, whether for good or for bad. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Black. Because we have been so used to impunity, we have been so used to making criminal activities our way of life. And that is why even when someone is caught in a criminal act red-handed, you will still see Nigerians defending. You will still see Nigerians making excuses. And Unfortunately, this is not any different, especially for criminal acts that are, committed, behind the doors. Because tell me why someone will say, oh, that video that they saw was a movie. And like Dr. Aito was saying earlier, that nobody will want to commit such a crime knowing that people are around. And I'm asking, you have access to telephone, you have access to social media, you have access to the internet. Haven't we seen, even in this same Nigeria, on Facebook, cases of fathers defiling their babies? There was one that I saw last year, a man defiling his less than 6 months old daughter while the mother went to have a bath. Because he was saying, oh, nobody will want to do that, knowing there are other people around. Have you not seen father defiling their children, raping their households in a room and parlor apartment, while the wife is in the room sleeping on the bed with other children around? Come on. I think a lot of you guys making excuses are smarter than this. But the evil in your heart will always make you want to justify what does not make sense. It's so easy. Everybody is mouthing set up me. Don't we see videos, even abroad here, that you have adults soliciting minors? They haven't even touched them. Just exchanging messages with them, having inappropriate conversations with them. And you report to the police, and then the police will say the minor should continue that conversation, or an adult would be having that conversation pretending to be the minor, just so that they can lure that person and get the necessary evidence to convict them. A lot of Nigerians have been caught and convicted recently, soliciting minors. They didn't even go as far as sitting in the same space with the child. They didn't go as far as even touching that child. They never even saw that child, but they were convicted. But Nigerians will tell you, oh, what did they kill there? Even if a minor walks up to you naked in your bedroom, you have no right to touch him or her. I think people need to understand. It's like you can block brain. I do not understand. Because you want to say, okay, maybe people don't know this. But when, you now tell them, they still keep arguing. I'm like, how does this sit right with anybody? When you want to gather evidence.
Thank you so much.
Because back in criminal. Toba set up, you would not have fallen for it. You would have been disgusted. You would have walked away. Examples are a lot of crazy scenarios are online. And unfortunately, in our environment, this is not going to stop. Because we are not talking about uneducated people making excuses and justifying these things. But you see people that are supposedly educated. They come online spewing rubbish. They come online speaking crazy English just to justify nonsense. How will a sane mind? You don't even need to see all the evidences that were presented in the court. You do not need to see everything. That video that was shared in public was more than enough for anybody to read back the right thinking human being. What are we saying?
Thank you.
And I'm making it bold to say that for as many of you that are justifying this and still, making excuses for ljesha, I'm sure if we check very well, this is an act a lot of you are engaged in. That is why, you are not bothered. It is so easy for you. You are not ashamed to come out to say such in public.
Thank you.
Because it makes sense to you. Because it is simply something that you are doing or something you can do. And unfortunately, because this is Nigeria, 99.9% of you will do it and go and get away with it. Because when we continue in this line, it means, as we are speaking now, we don't know in many homes it is happening, but will they be able to come out?
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, this Baba Jesha was not convicted simply because of the princess's daughter.
Other ones.
A lot of other victims came, but this happened several years ago, and unfortunately, they do not have physical evidence to give. And Nigeria, we are still so pedestrian with the way and manner we do things. I've seen instances where even victims run into the police station, and then the police will be blaming them. They will be victim blaming. If not for the uproar that greeted this issue, nothing would have been done.
Auntie Jumi, okay.
And it's not new. It happens every day. It's just crazy. No crime is ever statute bad. Whether the victims get the courage to speak up 10, 15, 20 years ago. Because of anyone, I see people saying,
Auntie Jumi, I can't find it. Can you send it to the TikTok DM? I don't know. Sorry, ma.
Crimes are never statute bad. People get jailed for even doing lesser crime abroad. But here we are. Ijo will have move forward. Ijo will have progress. And when you say Nigeria is not working, it is things like this, because I also believe in the spiritual consequences of the things we do as the people. A lot of blood has been shed in that country. A lot of victims not shed justice for. A lot of people are roaming mad. A lot of people are having mental issues because of things like this that they've gone through, and they never got justice.
Thank you. So
it's just crazy. We have a lot of rapists, pedophiles in our midst.
Pedo and rapists.
Everything that is happening now is only going to embolden them the more.
I'm telling you.
And for Biola, me, I'm still saying it too. You knew what you were doing. You knew the kind of reactions that was going to follow what you did, but you did not care. You are nothing but a green snake under the green grass. Any of that of popular go. Princess had not, dignified her with any response. I would have loved that she didn't do that, but unfortunately she did. But Nkotonika Lukubashe, Olong Omafungani, whether publicly or in secret.
Thank you, ma. Eti Binu. Thank you so much for your. She said in your column, no. Nice person.
Auntie, I just get.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe quick one because I'm